football action tonight. Gator Bowl was going on.
You know, when I think of the Gator Bowl, I think of what Lou Holtz once said.
What
Are you
was
ready?
that?
I'm
What
going to
was
do my
that?
Lou Holtz impression.
Are we prepared?
Boy, I'm
Ready,
ready.
sit.
Ready.
One time I was talking to a newspaper reporter. He said to me, Mr. Holtz, you're playing in the Orange Bowl, and when the fans don't like your team, they throw oranges at you. He said, well, that could be worse than that. And the fellow said to me, well, how's that? He said, I could be playing in the Gator Bowl.
How's that?
Not bad.
Two of the nation's top teams in college football squared off tonight in the Gator Bowl down in Jacksonville, Florida. 7th-ranked South Carolina against 9th-rated Oklahoma State. An upset tonight. Oklahoma State wins at 21-14. We have some highlights. South Carolina trailed 13-7 in the third quarter when quarterback Mike Hold hit, who was that? Ira Hillary there with a 57-yard bomb. They did a little dance afterwards because they were leading at that point, 14-13, but with less than 2 minutes to play, Oklahoma State's Barry Hanna took this pass and literally bowled his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A 25-yard TD for Oklahoma State. The two-point conversion made it 21-14 Oklahoma State, and that is how it ended tonight. This Friday evening is no different than any other during the winter sports season. As usual, all sorts of high school hoop action tonight, including the championship matchup at the Kennedy High School Tournament in Bloomington. The score, we only have a halftime score for you so far, 30-14, Kennedy leading Rosemount. Highlights from that game. This is Kennedy's Bill Wibke, who'll get the ball right here just inside the free throw line. Let's go. 10-foot jumper go, and it's good. But Rosemount's Ken Schmidt had a real hot hand tonight. He scores here on a layup. Down at the other end, though, Kennedy's ball control really has made the difference so far. Paul Grimm scores here after some great passing. As we said, 30-14, Kennedy leading at the half. Other basketball scores now in boys action. White Bear Lake, our top-ranked team in our News 11 coaches poll, beat Wayzata tonight. Spring Lake Park over Big Lake by 21. Red Wing by 6 over Hastings. Henry Sibley winning tonight. Minneapolis Edison with a win over Matamidi. Brooklyn Center beating Minneapolis Lutheran. In girls basketball, our 6th-ranked team in our News 11 coaches poll, St. Louis Park, won by 2 over Mount West Tonka tonight. Burnsville beating Minneapolis North tonight, 59-38. Eden Prairie over Wayzata. Stillwater in overtime over Winona. 2 other scores from girls basketball. South St. Paul over North Branch, and Coon Rapids by 2 over Totino Grace. The Gopher hockey team is in San Diego tonight, mixing a little business with pleasure. The Gophers are, at this very moment, taking on U.S. International University of San Diego in a non-conference game. The score so far, 1-0. Just after the first period is ended, they are waiting for the second period to start out there. So the Gophers with an early lead in that one. Tomorrow night, the two teams will meet again. In high school hockey tonight, Edina trails right now in the second period. An upset in the making. Hill Murray 2-1. Other scores, White Bear Lake beat Jefferson earlier this evening. Eveleth upset our number 10 ranked team in the News 11 coaches poll 5-2 tonight. Minneapolis Southwest shut out Sibley 2-0. Other scores, North St. Paul over St. Paul Johnson tonight. Hastings beating Albert Lee 4-1. In the NHL, Pittsburgh shut out Hartford 4-0, and Buffalo and Winnipeg the same score. 2 other scores in the NHL, Detroit and Calgary are all tied up in the first period. Philadelphia and Vancouver are scoreless. The Stars are going to host Boston tomorrow at the Met. Game time in that one is 1:30 p.m. The Strikers indoor soccer season continued tonight in Tacoma, Washington. The game is just getting underway, and the score so far, 2-1 Strikers at the half. Saturday, the Strikers, that's tomorrow, I guess, they'll be playing at Las Vegas. And while we're talking about soccer and hockey, it only makes sense to tell you what's coming up tomorrow, the first ever international bandy tournament in the United States. Now, bandy is a game that more or less combines soccer and hockey, and in fact is a forefather of ice hockey as we know it. Tomorrow in Edina at 73rd and Cahill, teams from the U.S., Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Canada will take part in the North American Cup. And the action starts at about 9 a.m. Now, earlier tonight we showed this to everybody. We want them to see it again. This is a bandy stick, and it's similar to a field hockey stick, I guess you could say.
Don't hit me, okay?
I was trying to. There it is right there. The bandy ball, a hard orange rubber ball. It's orange so you can see it out there on the ice and the snow. They play outside on a rink that is the size of a soccer field, 11 players on each team, and the goal is about the same size as an indoor soccer goal.
Actually, this is purple if your set doesn't show this. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Coming up.